Are we on it? Test.
All right, guys, here we are. Black Friday, special edition of Let's Talk Reef. So happy to be here with you guys. We're actually here at my home. I'm Terrence. I'm from Neptune Systems. As you guys know, this is the Let's Talk Reef program, but we're on remote today. It is the holiday season. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. Hope you guys got all your family all together, but we know what time it is also. It's Black Friday time. So every year, everybody's in anticipation of what all of the Black Friday specials are going to be. This year, we thought, hey, you know what? Why don't we do live streams, I don't know, the entire time of Black Friday weekend. So we'll do them every single day. We're going to do some sort of a live stream. So we're going to kick it off today. And for those of you that don't already know, that you haven't seen what's going on with all the specials, and for those of you around the other parts of the world, it is Thanksgiving, and if you don't know it already, the Friday after Thanksgiving is called Black Friday, but now everything starts days ahead of time. And right now it starts Thursday for us, and we actually have Black Friday weekend 10% off on every single thing from Neptune Systems. It's an awesome sale. It's the it's everything everybody's waited for. Our stuff doesn't go on sale throughout the year online. It's a one-time-a-year kind of thing, and you can save a ton of money. It's the time to get all your Apex gear. Everybody's all stocked up, and tonight I have a special program for you guys because I actually have a couple of people that are kind of known in the business. You've seen them around for a couple of online stores that are pretty popular. The first one is SaltwaterAquariumcom. They sponsor our MACNA meetup every year that we do. We're very happy about that. And we've got Ken, who's going to come on in a second. And then we also have Marine Depot. Robert Farnsworth from Marine Depot is going to be on here as well. We're going to Skype them in and talk about some of the stuff that some of the Apex gear, some of the things they've got going on, some of the other sales. And part of the best, coolest thing of this is we're going to be giving away some stuff. I have, after we talk to both of these guys, I have some things that we're going to be giving away for the early birds that place their orders with any online store. So we're going to have that. And then we also have a free giveaway that we're going to draw from all the people who place their orders, and I'll tell you how to do that. In addition, we know that there's a giveaway that's going to happen from saltwateraquarium.com, I know for sure. And I think Marine Depot also has something that they're going to be giving away for people who place orders, the early bird orders, tonight, the first people to place those orders. So there's a lot happening when it comes to Neptune Systems products that are going on sale. I'm going to definitely be here and talk to you about a lot of the products, things that we got going on. I want to do that kind of with these other guys, helping me out. Anyway, we probably want to get right to it. Got the tank back here behind me. It is really cool to be able to do this here at home with you guys. Bring people into the home, have a beverage, really share the holiday spirit with you. I love it. I love aquariums. I love the saltwater aquarium hobby, and I love sharing it with you guys. So let's see if we can have some fun here. Let's see if we can get somebody on the line. Let's first see if we can get Ken from saltwateraquarium.com on the line and discuss what he's got going on. Let's see. Look at that. There's Ken. Ken, how you doing, man? I'm going to put my volume up here so I can hear you. Can you hear me out there? Oh, I got no sound from Ken right now. Let's see. Do you guys hear Ken? There we go.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, Ken. So, Ken, you are the principal at saltwateraquarium.com for a number of years. How long have you guys been in business?
We started in April of 2011 out of my basement.
Sounds like that's a story from about all the online retailers. I think at some point they all started from their basement. I know you've been supporting us from the very beginning. A funny story I like to tell about Ken is way back in Miami, we did the first MACNA meetup. And we had, I don't know what, Ken, 30, 35 people there. And Ken said, hey, I want to help out. I want to help out and sponsor, maybe help out with breakfast or something. So I said, sure, Ken, help us out. And he came to there, and we had, out some, kind of depressing little pastries and some orange juice and some coffee, and this is back in what, 2013, right? And I wasn't proud of it, but I wasn't ashamed of it. But then Ken came, and Ken made me feel like, oh man. Ken's like, what is this? There's no bacon. He's like, next year we're having bacon. So we did. Ken ponied up the following year, and we had bacon at the meetup. We had probably 3 times the people. And I think the following year you're like, we need champagne. I'm like, champagne? Are you out of your mind?
It's MACNA, dude. It's a party.
It's MACNA. So anyway, Ken, we got a lot of people here. They're all asking me all sorts of things. They're telling me how to hold a lottery, not a giveaway, all sorts of stuff like that. I probably got it all wrong. Let's put it this way. You're going to get something for free, okay? You might have to buy something else to get it for some of the stuff. And some of the stuff, you're not going to have to get something. You're not going to have to buy something to get something for free. You're just going to have to, participate, and we're going to give something for free. So there's people going to win things. Depending on how many people get on this live stream, I'm going to up the ante. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, so don't hold me to it, but probably minimum prize we're going to have here, we're going to draw a random name out of the comments between YouTube and Facebook, is an AFS, so I'll definitely give an AFS. What do you think, Ken? That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's a great prize, definitely.
Okay, how many people do you think we got streaming so far? Is Greg over there? Does he know? He's probably watching it.
I think it's kind of early. Greg, how many people?
420? Good night.
20 probably.
Yeah, probably 20, something like that on Facebook, and I don't know how many on YouTube. But that just makes your chances a little bit better, but it doesn't make your chances for a great prize that much better.
Absolutely.
So if you want a better prize than an AFS, like an ATK, you're going to have to up the ante, right? And I'll look to see how because we have all these analytics, right, Ken? You can see how it peaks up and what our peak was. What I'd like to do is I'd like to give away something as much as a core, Zaffer here says, stop skimping, Terrence, and give up the goods. Okay?
Yeah, just like, comment, share the stream.
Yeah, so exactly. Share the stream, get the numbers up. Let's get it way up there. I'll know what it is, and if it's good, I'm going to give up the goods. Don't you worry, okay? It's not a problem whatsoever. So anyway, we've got to have the water before the wine. So one of the things I want to talk about first, Ken, is we do have in addition to the 10%, which we're doing, which is awesome, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got some new things that we've got that you guys might want to check out. They're kind of like, what do they call these, on the things, fillers or filler products, or when you try to get up to a certain amount, it's like a $3 product or a $4. What do they call it, Ken? Is that filler product? Is that what it is?
No, but I don't know.
I can't remember. But anyway, we now have a pack for the calibration solutions. So you get your 7, your 10, and your 53. It'll save you about $1 normally, but it's going to save you about a little over $2 buying them together at Black Friday. And I know, Ken, you've got a number of these, right, Ken?
300 or so.
Yeah, so Ken has a limited number. Not every dealer has these yet. So if you want to get your probes calibrated at the cheapest way possible right now, get the calibration kit. The other thing that are kind of scarce, that's a really good deal, in my opinion, is probes, right, Ken?
Yeah, funny thing about that pH probe, we had about 100 of them when the special went live, and we ran out in like a day. So I was like, Terrence, overnight me another 100, because I knew it would not last.
So these are great probes, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're lab grade single junction probes. They're what we had in the Apex. This was the premium option before. Now we have double junction probes in the Apex, which are a little bit better. But heck, you can't argue with the price on these. These are $29.95 for the pH probe while supplies last, because we aren't even going to be carrying the single junctions anymore. So it's going to be as many as we have, we're going to sell, and when they're gone, they're gone. So $29.95 for a great probe. It's going to last you a couple years. And you can't even find a cheap Chinese probe really for that price regularly. So definitely a good thing. Pick those up if there's any left in any of the stores. Don't wait, for sure. Adam Main says this guy took one, meaning him.
Nice.
Yeah, some nice guy named James Jackson said, stick that probe in your nose. I don't think so, James.
For $1.
Not enough wine yet for $1. Love it. Great packaging, somebody said on the stuff. You guys are free to ask questions here too, okay? I love the cute comments, but if you have any questions, especially about Black Friday or any of the products, the one in my hand is a single junction. It was, oh wait, no, you're right. That one in my hand was a double junction, sorry. This is not the exact probe. Somebody is very, very,
I know.
I mean, they are on it, right? Yes.
Hey, whoever that is, email sales@saltwateraquarium.com. I'll give you $20 store credit.
Oh, look at that. Okay. So, yeah, this, I didn't have a single junction handy in front of me because Ken took them all.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this was a double junction one. Good catch. Really like that, okay? Okay, these comments, some of these are just too funny. I can't even repeat them. Some of them. So, lots of stuff on sale. I think, Ken, what do you think about this for one of the deals of the Black Friday special?
Is that a Trident? Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, Trident. Nice try.
Yeah, that's great, Terrence. Absolutely.
So these actually used to be $200. We dropped the price on them to $175, right? Which means you get two of these really for the price of another, name brand pump that's out there. But on Black Friday, they're even cheaper. What's the math work out to, Ken? 175 minus 1750. Quick, man. Oh, man, failed. I don't know. Less than 160 bucks.
Yeah.
Okay, just under 160 bucks. So around 300 bucks, you can get two of these things. They work on 3/4 inch glass, like my tank here. They stick all the way up to about 1 inch glass, whatever the metric equivalent is. They do 4,000 gallons per hour. One of the really cool things about a wave pump is if you're used to seeing other pumps on the market, you have to have a power supply. You have to have, what else do you have to have, Ken? A power supply. You have to have the
controller board.
Oh, yeah, the controller, right? The little controller box and the power cord and all of that to make it work. What do you need to make this work, Ken?
Nothing, just a cord and an apex.
That's it, an apex.
Yeah, simple. Keep it simple.
An apex. So, and it works with the Apex EL. How much are those going for, Ken? Do you have any of those in stock?
Yeah, I've got a couple behind me. I don't know if you guys can see. I just stacked up about 50.
So Ken is fully stocked up. I don't know how many each of the dealers are going to have through the holiday. Every year we look, Ken, tell me, every year we look at what the volume is, and every year we miss it, and we're out of stock before the end of the weekend. Isn't that true?
Yeah, it's surprising.
It blows us away. Every year we up it, every year we're out of stock before the end of the weekend. So it's definitely something you want to do. Somebody asked, is there a battery backup for the Wave coming soon? Anything's possible. As you know, if it hasn't been announced, we're not going to really comment on it coming out. But Ken looks pretty positive towards a battery backup. I'm not allowed to confirm or deny anything about a battery backup. Question here, Ken. Let's see if one of us can answer it, okay? It's
All right.
Finally, we get a legitimate question here, okay? I'm building a 30-gallon cube with a Core 20, Apex Wi-Fi, okay? FMM, LDK, dose, the whole package. Most overgeared tank I'll ever have built. Also the first in a decade. So, yeah, it's one of the best comments yet. This guy knows how to get going right out of the gate with the right gear. A lot of people will tell somebody you don't need to have an Apex on a 30-gallon tank, right, Ken?
Yeah, I hear it every day.
What do you think?
I will never have an aquarium without an Apex again, personally.
So the deal is that the smaller the water volume, right, Ken?
Sure.
What happens with the smaller the water volume? The faster.
The easier it all gets screwed up.
It gets screwed up faster, right? So you have you get a lot of water. Things happen much more slowly. So really, the smaller tank you have, the more you need to have some sort of controller on it. Rich Kapoor. Okay, thanks, Rich, for joining us. Rich says, I have an Apex Wi-Fi on my IM Innovative Marine Nuvo 20. You sell those, Ken? No. You still have
we dropped Innovative Marine as a brand.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still selling those. But anyway, I mean, you definitely on the smaller tank. I had it obviously on a Nano. What's the Apex EL going for on the event?
$50 off, man. It's $500. So
$450. I wanted to hear you say it. I want to be Waterbox. $450. It's huge. Okay.
Huge.
So $450 means you get the Energy Bar 832 along with that, the pH probe, the temp probe. It's definitely, you're not going to find a better deal than that. Let's see. Just ordered a Nuvo 10 running a full Apex on it. Just need the salinity module. Nancy McRae. Nancy joins every live stream. I don't know what Nancy does. I don't know what Nancy McRae does, but it doesn't matter if it's BRS or our live stream. Nancy is on every single live stream. She's always in there, asking questions and participating. We love it. Another question, any chance of making a smaller wave pump? You think people need one of those, Ken?
I do think so. I think I've heard a lot of that at this point. I think it's something you should definitely move up on your list.
Okay. So what flow size, like 2,000 gallons per hour, you think?
I would say similar to the MP10 in flow, right?
Okay, somewhere around 1,800 gallons per hour maximum, something like that.
Yeah, everyone likes a single cord. Like, why would you not want a single cord?
The single cord is really a great thing, I mean, especially when you have a smaller tank and you have, I don't know how many guys have seen some of these other, pump options or power head options where they've got the lineup of controllers, right? So you've got...
Yeah, it's got a pile of junk.
It's just like blink, 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 and blink, blink, and some of them are Wi-Fi. So they're like connecting through Wi-Fi to each other, I guess, like 5, 6 in a row along with the return pump. And I think, the idea of cleaning up the wiring, cleaning up the power supplies, I think it's definitely something advantageous, especially when you go down to even the smaller tanks.
Well, hey, not even just the cleaning it up. There's an extra point of failure. Every time you add complication, there's an extra point of failure to a controller, to a power supply.
Another place for water to get in, right?
Yeah.
That's a big one, right? I mean, I often see people with all these black power supplies, and I love hobbyists, but we get really excited, right? We get the new gear, we plug it all in, we throw it on the bottom. Come on, Ken, you're guilty of this.
You should look at my tanks. I'm like Richard Ross.
So you open the door and you see on the floor of the stand, you see all of these black boxes, just bricks everywhere, right? And they're all burning hot, and you splash water on them, and there you go.
Parts will show up. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Anyway, we are, like I said, for those of you guys that joined late, we are doing a bunch of little giveaways. I'll announce mine after we talk to both of these guys, but definitely want to get in an order, an early bird order, get it in right away. Because these guys are giving away some stuff. Let's ask Ken. Ken, so I know you've got some sweet giveaway that you're going to do for anybody who comes on this stream who orders the first, I don't know, how many, tell me what you got.
All right, first let me tell you something first.
Okay.
This. Can you see that?
Yep.
Free 2-day shipping on all Neptune Systems products.
So I buy it today, okay, when am I going to get it?
We are shipping on Friday. Some of our competitors aren't shipping until next week. So we ship it Friday, you get it Tuesday. Order today, in your hand Tuesday, whole U.S., don't care.
And what's the minimum? What do I have to buy to get 2-day shipping?
$35.
That's it?
Any Neptune Systems product, $35 or more.
Wow.
I'll guarantee it in your hands on Tuesday.
So basically, you've got Monday to get over the weekend tryptophan, too much beer hangover. Tuesday, your Apex gear shows up.
Yep, and some of our competitors aren't even shipping until then.
Really? Okay. Well, that's definitely a competitive advantage, no doubt, no doubt. Something else too, though. That's right. I almost forgot. You got something else that you guys do that nobody else does or that doesn't have available. Tell us about that.
This is something new. Can you check it out?
Mr. Saltwater Tank.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Mark Callahan created a series of videos for us, exclusively for our customers, about how to get the most out of your Apex.
So,
purchase any Neptune gear from us. We add you to a private library, and you have access to these videos on the site.
So basically, you have videos on what? What kind of stuff?
I have videos on the best practices, like how to set up check-in features, how to set up your dashboard, how to set up heartbeat, configuring the text alerts, the email alerts, some troubleshooting for probes, probe-related problems, connecting 0 to 10 devices, how that all works, and the snap situations. So, a series of videos on.
Yeah.
I would say the other word, but
yeah, I know.
Snap situations, like what to do when something bad goes on.
Even though it's after midnight where Ken is, he's trying to keep it family friendly, right, Ken?
There's DUI checkpoints everywhere. I can't even have wine. Doesn't work.
So, okay, so you have basically, as soon as somebody buys a Neptune Systems product from you, they get a code or they get automatic access into this kind of paywall area of your site where all of these videos are available for them.
Yep. As soon as they purchase from us, we put them in the group, and then at the top of the nav bar becomes a private library video link. They click on that, and you can access all the cool videos made by Mr. Saltwater Tank himself, and he's awesome.
Okay, so we still got James Jackson out there with all his cute remarks that he's got. I like them. Another flyer. Wow, 2 flyers and spam. So he's getting some shout outs. Okay.
Sorry, 'tis the season for spam.
But
5 Target emails today.
Yeah, but Neil Thomas has a question for you. Neil Thomas says, "How about Alaska for shipping, buddy?"
That's my favorite customer. I fixed that today for you, Neil. Just go on the website, and Alaska shipping is on there.
No way. That's awesome. So it's not just lower 48. You've got
the free 2-day is lower 48.
Okay.
You got to pay the upgrade fee for Alaska, Hawaii.
But you get free shipping to Alaska. Just not free 2-day shipping?
Not necessarily. You get priority shipping that you pay for.
Okay. Okay.
But we're still doing it.
Here I'm giving away the farm for Ken, It's like, dude, no, stop. Stop already. All right. Well, it is a long ways away in Alaska, so I can understand that. Okay. But so we've got free 2-day shipping, lower 48. We've got the deal with Mr. Saltwater Tank, right?
Yes.
Where you're going to have all these videos. And we've got something else, right?
Yep, more things. Check it out. Another flyer and spam. No. Amazon Pay. No one else in our industry is doing this.
Okay.
You just have to enter your credit card info when you shop at saltwateraquarium.com. You can literally log into your Amazon account, click, I'll use my billing and my shipping that's already saved in Amazon, and click submit. You don't have to enter any addresses, no payment info. You don't have to risk your credit card information. We know that's sensitive in this industry. So check out Amazon Pay, PayPal Credit. Also, a lot of the guys aren't using any type of credit services. If you want to buy some high-end gear and pay for it later, PayPal Credit, something else to check out when you're shopping.
And I like the Apple Pay thing too. I didn't really realize how that stuff worked until recently. I know how Apple Pay on my watch worked, but I always thought, well, why do I need Apple Pay online, right? And then I was on some site, and I think it was Macy's or something for my wife's shoes, something like that. And it's kind of unfortunate because it's like, click, click, oh, I already bought it? Oh, thank you very much,
Yeah, put your thumb on the middle, and it shows up at your door tomorrow.
It's worse on the 10, right? Because it's just facial recognition. I'm using the thing, and I'm like, yeah, I think I want to buy that. And it goes, bloop, 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 and it's like, you just bought that. Thank you. Yep.
We try to make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, exactly.
But still good. Here's what you want to know, right?
Right. So
$300 or more of Neptune products.
Okay, wait a sec. How much?
$300.
$300, okay.
Or a dose. I'll go $299.95 minus the discount.
So any products $300 or over, it can be Neptune, it can be anything. Anybody who's watching our stream, right?
Okay, yep.
That's $300 or over. They put what into their cart?
You have to type live stream in the comments.
Okay.
When you check out, and I'll throw one of these in your order.
The first 10 people who buy something at saltwateraquarium.com, starting right now, who put live stream into their notes on the order, Ken is going to give them an Echo Dot. That's a $40 value right now. And the reason Ken's giving you an Echo Dot is because the Apex now has Alexa support. Right, Ken?
And we're going to make 10 of them.
So he's going to give away 10 of them. So 10 sounds like you're going to have enough time to do that, but if I were you, I wouldn't chance it. And if you're thinking about buying any kind of gear, hopefully Apex gear, saltwateraquarium.com, get out there and do it right away.
Yep, just type live stream in the comments.
That's a pretty sweet deal, man. That's really good. I'm so happy you guys got on there. You guys share this live stream. Like I said, I'm going to be giving away a really cool prize, for, if we get a ton of people on here, I promise you, if it's way better than the other live streams that we've done, I'm going to up the prize. And I'm going to just randomly select somebody. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning out of the live stream. And the next live stream will announce who that person is. And I'm also going to give away randomly to the first 10 orders that you guys are going to get in. I'm going to tell you how to do that. I've got a bunch of swag, too, that I'm going to give you guys. And I'm going to pick one big gift from all of those orders as well that we're going to send you from Neptune Systems. To any online retailer, and I'll tell you the details of how to do that a little later in this live stream. So you'll want to stay tuned for that, and you'll want to share this for sure. No, it's not a love stream. James Jackson, man, this guy is a character. He just doesn't stop.
I'm sure.
He just doesn't stop.
Got more free stuff if people want it. I love to give away free stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
$500 or more. Free embroidered hat.
Oh.
And these aren't crappy hats. These are Flex Fit Delta 180s.
Oh my gosh.
$500 or more embroidered Flex Fit Delta 180s. And any orders of $100 or more, a fluorescent orange blind view.
Oh my gosh.
With the Neptune logo in the top middle.
You just got to put live stream in it, and you're going to make those valid through when?
These are always valid.
Always valid. Okay.
All year. $100 or more, you get a T-shirt.
Okay.
$500 or more, you get a hat.
So that means if you buy the Apex EL, you still got to pop a little more into that cart, guys. Sorry. Because it's 10% off right now for all of your Neptune gear. So the Apex EL is going to come in $450. If you don't have an Apex, what would you be waiting for? Right?
You can get a hat. You can get a
Get a hat. You got
you're
just gonna, everything. So I can't understand why anybody wouldn't do that. It's been great having you, Ken. I'm going to have to pop over here now and try to hook up onto to Robert over at Marine Depot. I know you guys are little competitors. That's good. All going at it.
Dude, we were at Aquashella this past year in Chicago, and I bought him a whole bunch of whiskey drinks at the bar.
Oh,
ask him about it.
I think he might want to keep that on the DL. I don't know.
Wow, he loves it.
Good. Okay.
We're all friends in the industry. Everyone knows everybody. It's so small, right?
Oh, no doubt, man. We're all buds. So I love doing these live streams. I love seeing all of these customers come on here. They get to to join in. They get to see that we're passionate about the industry. The tank, everything else.
At midnight we're hanging out, trying to get good deals.
It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock at Terrence's house, West Coast. It's midnight in the warehouse over there in Pennsylvania, right? It's in Pennsylvania, right?
Pennsylvania.
And it's awesome time. So thanks, Ken. We'll talk again soon. I'm sure we'll talk all through the holiday weekend like we always do. And
Yes,
I'm gonna try to get Robert up on the line here. So you guys out there, hang on tight while I try to get Robert.
Have a good holiday.
All right, take care. You too. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to get Robert on here. Let's see if I can get him dialed in. Dial up Robert.
Hello.
All right. There's Robert. Look at this. Technology
hello.
is working. Marine Depot live on
Yes, sir.
Let's Talk Reef. Welcome, Robert. Robert Farnsworth, the guy who's been doing videos at Marine Depot for so long. Welcome to the Let's Talk Reef live stream, special edition, right?
Thank you, Terrence. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's definitely Thanksgiving everywhere else except for a couple of coasts here.
Yeah, we got 3 hours, 2.5 hours away from
for us. Yeah, I was just talking to Ken, so he's over there in his warehouse. It's after midnight over there for him. He's, it's with this holiday, everybody's working overtime, so his eyes were like.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you can tell him, I appreciate the whiskeys.
Yeah. So we're having all kinds of fun. We're talking about what's going on, and Robert, I know you guys have supported the brand for a long time. I talked to Ken about that.
Longest.
Probably the longest, yeah. I mean, you guys are way back, what I call BT, before Terrence, right?
BT.
So you guys were doing it way back, probably in, I don't know, Aqua Controller 1 days. I have no idea. How many years was Ken Wong? When did he start this thing?
98, so
okay.
20 years this year, man.
So Neptune Systems, for those of you that don't know, started in 1996, basically in Kurt's garage in 96. And the Apex was born in, I want to say, 2009. Is that right? Yeah, 2009. So that's when the first Apex was born. So up until that time, we had, what, Robert? Aqua Controller 1?
1, 2, and 3.
And then there's like a 3 Pro, and I think there was an Aqua Controller Junior, and Kurt had all sorts of other little variants.
The Junior and then the 3 Pro, but the 3 and 3 Pro.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff. So, Robert, you're an Apex guy, right?
Oh yeah.
So, how often do we have a sale on Apex stuff?
Not very often.
Yeah, I'm pretty hardcore on that, huh?
Yeah. Needless to say, that's an understatement too.
Well, that makes it all the much more fun when we have Black Friday, because this is the time of year when everybody gets 10% off right now on everything Neptune.
Which is certainly awesome.
Which for a lot of people doesn't sound like, wow, 10%. I went over to Macy's and they had, I don't know, Jordache jeans for 40% off or something. You like that reference, huh? I know you would.
Yeah, I was going to say. Come on, Terrence.
I just wanted to throw that out there.
Buddy.
Yeah, I know. I just want to give it to your dolphin shorts,
Some acid wash.
Yeah, some acid wash. But no, seriously, everybody kind of hears, 10%. They don't think, much of it. But I was talking to Ken. It's like, you can get the new Apex EL for $450.
Yeah, no, it's pretty awesome, and it's got a lot of features. I mean, for $450, you can do quite a bit with that stuff. Almost everything you need. Right.
And you have the option to add other stuff later on. So you guys all stocked up on everything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Every year, everybody runs out. That's what I was talking to Ken. Everybody stocks up, and every year, everybody runs out. I don't know, it just goes crazier and crazier for us every year at Black Friday.
Well, it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's good.
Oh no, we love it, but it's a lot of work because you're doing all this stuff, right? I mean, you guys know. I mean, the warehouse, the online. I mean, you're putting in long days, right? So it's just crazy time around there, probably, right?
Well, yeah, it started weeks ago. Yeah,
it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
And it will not stop until after the first of the year.
Yeah, for sure. So. I know I wanted to talk to you about some of the new stuff that's going on over there. I mentioned to Ken, I don't know if you guys, I don't think you guys have these quite yet in stock, but this is the new calibration pack that has all 3 of them in for the longest. I don't know why we didn't do this sooner, right?
4, 7, and 10?
Yeah, well, it's not 4, 7, and 10. It's 7 and 10, and then 53,000 for the salinity. So most people who buy the Apex, right, calibrate their pH probe, which requires for your tank, 7
and 10.
Yeah, 7 and 10. And then the 53,000, I'll get it wrong, micro Siemens. Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, you said it.
Okay. Kurt will correct me, I'm sure when I get in the office if I get it wrong. So, but anyway, all of those are in there, so you can do your regular calibration. And the cool thing is on the regular price, buying them as a group, they're going to be $1 cheaper. And right now, and during Black Friday weekend, they're actually $1 cheaper than that. So they're coming in, I think, at $5 for all three, or maybe it's $4.50. I can't remember. But definitely a great deal. And then we have the pH probes, $29.99.
Nice.
They already caught me. This is a double junction, okay? But it's the single junction ones that are on sale. I didn't have one around. Somebody already caught me. Can you believe that?
Well, you convinced all of us that the double junctions are so much better, and then you go and then throw those.
Well, they are, and that's why the thing is we want to sell the best, and we don't want to skew up a lot of different options for people when there's just the best that we think that we can get to people, and we can get the price where it needs to be. And so we just made a determination to not confuse customers, to stop doing the single junction probes. And so we figured, hey, we'll clear them out on Black Friday, give everybody a really great deal. We're not making any money on them, seriously, and clear them out. But yeah, I had one customer, he's like, that's not a single, I just saw it on the live stream. That's not a single junction, that's a double junction.
And I mean, in the end, like, your readings aren't going to be any better. It just is how long it lasts, right?
Yeah, it's how long it's going to last, because that's a very good point. And I like that we're getting into some of the technical stuff here, because you're a more technical guy. So if you look inside here, I don't know if you guys can catch that or not, but you can see that little stopper in there. And then you see the kind of like stuff on either side of the stopper, and there's fluid in there, right? And you kind of see that move. So there's basically a wire on each side of that, and basically the ions flow through there, and it pollutes the fluid that's inside there, and then it's got to go through another junction to get to the one that actually matters. I'm really making this rudimentary as to how it really works, but it's kind of, I tell people that the way to think of it is like a jewelry store that has two doors, instead of one. When you go through the front and then you're in, but you're not in yet, and then you got to close the one, and then you got to go into the next one. And so what really goes wrong in these things is that the fluid inside basically becomes polluted with the tank water. That's the best way to explain it, and loses its neutrality. And because of that, in the scientific ones, you can actually refill them, right? You can pour it out and put new stuff in. These are obviously sealed. So with a double junction, that takes a lot longer to happen, and so they last far longer. And they also hold their calibration far longer because they fall out of calibration for that same reason, right? Because
that's a good point.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know that one.
So that's what makes them that much better. But quite frankly, if somebody was offering me a $30 single junction lab grade quality probe versus a double junction at about 70% more money, I probably would just get the lab grade, and use it at that price. It's just too good of a price.
Yeah, it's still great probes. Like I said, the readings are the same, but it's just a matter of how long it lasts.
One of the other things, I was thinking about this too, we're talking about the sale. One of the other things, I was thinking about what are some of the best deals, even with the 10% off. I talked to Ken about the wave pump, because we just dropped the price on those not too long ago to $175, right?
Right.
And then after the Black Friday discount, they're under $157. I mean, that's a great deal.
That's a ton of flow.
Yeah.
Those things move water, man.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
And no control boxes and no power supply. I talked to him about that, right? So it's really clean. It just plugs into your 832. But the other one I was thinking about that I don't have one here to show, that I think is probably one of the dollar for dollar best price deals out there, is the Dose DDR Combo.
Love it.
So we already have that discounted by buying it in a combo. Just so you know, the regular price on the Dose is $300, right? The regular price on the DDR is $200. A lot of people say that that's overpriced. I can understand it. When you get one and you look at the quality of the way it's built, and with the optical sensors and plug and play and all of that, I think it's worth an extra $50 or $60 over an equivalent one without it. But that's $200. That's normally $500. It normally sells for $450. We give a $50 discount when bundled together, when you buy it together. On the Black Friday special, you're getting 10% off of that. So you're
looking at $400 for both of them.
$400.
Just over.
Just over $405. And you get both of those together. That's like, I think, the best deal of Black Friday, period, bar none, on Neptune Systems gear. So if you were kind of waffling on the fence of whether or not to get a DDR before with a Dose, this is the best time to do it. Let's take a couple of questions. How about that? Since we're just here talking ourselves here, okay?
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one I can comment on. Somebody said, need to get the Apex to interface with a max spec ICV6. Actually, that's something that's being worked on. They're trying to implement the Iota protocol so that they can have wireless control of both the gyre and the lights. The lights will come first. It's like on the verge. We've been controlling the trade shows for a while. It's not ready for customers prime time yet, but we think it's going to go into our NSI program very shortly.
And that'll be a wireless control?
Yeah, so basically you won't need to buy anything. It'll just, you'll just, the way that Iota works is you run a task, and this is the way it works, you know already with the Hydra, you did the Hydra video. You run a task and it says, hey, are there any Iota devices out there? And the devices, you basically put them in the mode so they can be sensed, or they'll already be in that mode.
Right.
It says, okay, yeah, I see a max spec light out there. Do you want to control it? You say yes, and you take control of it. It's that simple. I don't know, what other questions we got here? Anything? Let's see here. Will Neptune put out their own camera and have it integrated? That's a question I get all the time. It's probably like one of the most common questions. I'd love to have a camera. I can't say it's not on the list of potential products, because just about anything you can think of is probably on that list.
Well, hey, instead of a camera, what about a light? You guys going to make a light? You got pumps? You got a controller?
Everything is possible. So
there you go.
You know, I know it might sound corny to some people, but our motto is less hassle, more success. And we really mean that. So when we look at products to do, we look to see, can we make something easier to use? Can we make it more successful by using it? And we try to bring that through to everything. So even when we control, let's say, a third-party light, we pull out a lot of the functionality to make it less hassle, to make it easier, and to make you more successful with it. So a light is possible, a skimmer is possible, anything, name anything on an aquarium, it's possible. If we think that we can make it easier and we can make you more successful with it, at some point, there's certainly a possibility. And somebody else, Jose Perez just asked, is a light coming out soon? Yeah, not commenting on anything what the priority of anything is, but I'm not going to also say that we're not going to do anything.
Well, we know what's your top priority, so
number one priority.
Where's the water tester?
Yeah, number one priority is the Trident for sure, and it is on a number of tanks that we have. I have a little bit of a prototype piece over here that I've been running for quite some time. I'm about ready to put the full version on my tank here. We've got multitudes of them at the office, and there's a lot of wear testing that has to go on. There's a lot of, there's just a ton of testing because we just want to make sure it goes, that it's right for the customers, and we're not going to release it.
First time, man.
Yeah, we're not going to release it until it is. And it's unfortunate. We've hit a couple of speed bumps through 2018, and we've cleared those speed bumps, and we're full speed ahead now. But we are behind schedule, and that's the way it is. I'm sorry, but we're going to have it, and it's committed.
But when it happens,
I can assure you how extremely committed we are, both from a technological standpoint in the company and the R&D resources that are applied to this, and also the capital resources that we've put towards this project. This is not a phony project. This is not a project that we did so that we could get it out there in marketing and not have something and fool people and all the other rumors and hysteria kinds of things that we hear. But it is a real product. We want to be proud of it. We want it to be right. It does some amazing things. I think it's going to be a revolution in the way people keep reefs. One of the things, Robert, though, it's an interesting discussion on this, though, that we're finding out is, and I want to have this broader conversation with guys like you and guys like Richard Ross. I had the discussion with him and Craig Bingman and others, which is there's this inclination for hobbyists to want to, because they see digital numbers, whether it's on a little pen that they get or in an Apex or in a Hannah checker, or maybe they're even doing their own titration, they want everything to match up, right? And if it doesn't match up, right? Like if I do a calcium test, right? Or let's use alkalinity. I do an alkalinity test in my Hannah checker, I do one in my Salifert, and I have, let's say, I don't know, I'll even say the Alkatronic, and I have the Neptune system. And there's an inclination to want them all to be at 8.2 at the same time. And the idea of precision and using different devices and at different times and when the water is taken and when it's not, and it's not really how we have to look at all of this data. We have to have a new way, I think, of holistically understanding our aquariums with this data.
Well, and you know, that's why what's going to be cool about it is you're going to be able to take tests constantly, and you'll be able to see the trends. Because if, you know, it's like your alkalinity, you know, or
right.
like your salinity. I mean, you see the tiny little swing, nobody's worried about that. It's you know, what we're worried about is the huge drop and the huge swing where we're not there to fix it, or, you know, shit hits a fan and it happens, you know.
Right. And then you have, you know, the precision versus accuracy that people just chase, right? Because their Hannah checker is 0.8 higher, right, than, you know, their Alkatronic or whatever it may be, or their Trident, or their whatever testing, automated testing device you have.
Right.
It's not the way to really look at these kinds of things. You have to look at them over time and what's happening over time. What's the longer term look? I got news for you. Weird things happen in tanks, and I also have news for you based on the testing that we've done. The supposed ratio linking of alkalinity and calcium, like people are like, oh, well, you know, I don't need to measure my calcium regularly because it just stays lockstep with my alkalinity. No, it doesn't stay lockstep with your alkalinity, number one. And number two, what the manufacturers tell you as the ratios, they're not spot on. And there's a lot of things going on. We're seeing a lot of stuff in testing. You know, where we're testing things. For instance, one of our employees uses Sea Balance, right? Great product, you know, from Julian.
Two Little Fishies,
yeah,
Sea Balance.
From Two Little Fishies.
Two-part solution.
Two-part solution with other ions in there, and doses it according to the manufacturing. And we would just see, you know, alkalinity, we dose it to keep it even, and the calcium at the recommended dosage was just doing this, you know, just rising, just kept rising. And the ratio ended up being, I don't know, 20-30% less on the calcium side than what was recommended. And that's with triplicate testing that we did. So, you know, there's a lot of this I don't think that is fully understood, and I think the expectations for customers they need to understand to look holistically at the data.
Sure, most definitely.
And you know, I've got, you know, Chris here. This is an interesting. I just got this gentleman here just commented. Yeah. As long as it's more consistent than the salt probe, then we'll be happy. And
it's conductivity, man.
Yeah, and so this is a perfect example. Kind of, I can't tell you that the Trident is going to be more. You know, it's going to be better than the salinity probe in some ways because there are variables that occur. If you let your algae build up on the intake tube of the Trident, right, you're going to have problems with it not working correctly. If you let bubbles get into your you know, your conductivity probe, it's not going to work correctly. The conductivity probe does happen to be, you know, sensitive, but it can be made to work consistently. But anyway, it is one of those things. You have to, I think, understand things a little bit more holistically.
Sure. I mean, it's always about the bigger picture. I mean, everybody, I think it's a pretty widely accepted thing that stability is the most important thing. And you're only going to be able to see that on a bigger picture. Right.
And it's not that any of these products, even like Sea Balance, I'm not trying to slam Sea Balance from Two Little Fishies at all. I think it also has something to do with how the tank is uptaking things. And I think
I was going to say, what's in the tank has a lot to do with it.
Yeah. So I think that well, and what I'm trying to dispel here is that we don't understand all of this, and the notion that we do, and that we only have to track alkalinity, and then we can dump other stuff in as a ratio of alkalinity is wrong. I'm sorry, it's wrong. You have to test the calcium. You have to test it. Maybe you don't have to test it. You maybe don't think you need to test it once or twice a day. Maybe you don't think you do, but why wouldn't you? You know?
Well, yeah, when you can, and it's very easy, and something else is doing it for you.
Exactly.
Easy for you to say, Terrence.
Right.
Or wait for it, man.
Yeah, no, I know. Well, it's a good discussion, and I know everybody is waiting for it.
It's exciting. It's exciting. I mean, it's new things. We're
definitely working hard on it. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're already doing, I don't know, are you guys have any kind of things you want to announce? I know one of the cool things you guys showed off at Reefapalooza were these cool mounting boards.
Oh, yeah.
For the Apex stuff. I haven't seen anybody else really do anything like this. Tell us about those.
Well, our controller mounting boards, I mean, it's kind of been in my head for a while, me and a couple other fellows, but, you know, it's something that's like, you know, you see a ton of guys out there, they're making them out of wood and they're kind of struggling, and you know, I thought to myself, there's definitely something better with wood after going through a few of them, and you know, it's yeah, it's a neat thing. Then we're getting some great feedback on it. We got 2 different models available.
Okay.
There's a, you know, deluxe and the standard one. The deluxe one, you have a backlit LED on it, and it's got some extra zip tie rails on the back for it, and then a couple more access holes through. They'll run down the side of the board to make it a little bit easier to, you know, to run the cords through.
So it's pre-drilled, right? So it's already set up and fits the Apex stuff. There's nothing to do with it.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, the board, as soon as you get it, you'll pull it out of the box. You can mount it right away. The stuff is really easy to mount to, so you can cut it, drill it, sand it. I mean, you can send a screw into it like butter, so it's really easy with the mounting brackets.
Okay.
Or, you know, any of the templates that you need to do. Yeah, I mean, like I said, so far it's been great.
I mean, one of the neat things that we have available, if you guys don't know, is we have the PDF templates out there in the support side of our website, and you can basically tape those down to make your own board, or you can tape them down onto this one, right, and line it up however you want, right, Robert?
Yeah, exactly. You can print it out, and you can tape them on there and plan it all prior with anything else that you have to mount on there, so that way you're not getting under there and you have to struggle with it, or like, you know, shove a screw into some MDF and you'll be there for a half an hour.
And it's made out of some sort of PVC, or
yeah, it's like called expanded PVC. So it's a really cool material. It's lightweight, it's super strong. I mean, you can mount it with one screw, but it's strong enough to hold, you know, anything you'll need. All your DC power supplies you can shove behind it. You can tuck them away, and you're not going to deal with it. And it's also safe too, you know.
Right.
It keeps the cords out of the way.
Okay. All right. Anything else to announce? You want to maybe pony up one of those?
Yeah, most definitely. So one lucky winner is going to get a controller board. Basically, all you got to do is buy an Apex from Marine Depot, and we'll reach out to you, and we'll send that controller board out to you between now and tomorrow at midnight. Okay, so
you got 24 hours. If you happen to buy an Apex or an Apex EL, your name goes into a bin. They shake it up, right? And somebody's going to get one of those controller mounting boards for free.
Exactly, for free. So we're going to give away a deluxe and a standard.
Oh,
so
2.
It's going to be, yeah, exactly, 2. So we're going to give one deluxe, which super awesome with the backlit, and the extra zip tie rails, and then we're going to do a standard one. Cool
beans. So, all right, so we're going to give away 2 of those things. They're also on sale, right? So tell everybody what's the price at Black Friday on these mounting boards.
I think you're looking at 15 to 25% off. Let me double check that though.
I think one was like 150 and the other's like $2 or something.
Yeah, exactly. So they're at $239. Yeah, so you're looking at 25% off. So you're at $200 for the deluxe and then $150 for the.
That's a pretty sweet deal. It's hard to put your own stuff together, for much less than that. And it's already set up and ready to go. So definitely cool things. I saw them, and the one with the lights on it, really cool. You can. If you're not really a handy person, these are the thing for you. You can just put the templates on, screw them together, mount it inside especially if you have a Red Sea. I'm sure it fits beautifully inside the Red Sea, right, Robert?
Exactly, yeah. It fits perfect on the right side. You can mount it to any 3 sides, really. I mean, you can be mounted to the top if you wanted, but yeah, it fits right in there, and it makes your life a lot easier. That way you can just kind of forget about that and enjoy your tank,
Awesome. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here in a minute. Let's take a couple more questions, and then we're going to wrap it up. I know we've got turkeys to do and family and all of that. I just had family show up here. Yeah. They're all hiding out in the other room.
They're waiting for me. I got 2 kids screaming at me right now, and a phone call waiting for me. So yeah, I appreciate you coming on, and doing the live stream. These are always kind of fun, and we love connecting with. We're super passionate here. I am. You can see the tank back here behind me, and. It's awesome. I couldn't keep my eyes off the Hawaiian flame. It kept coming around the corner. I saw it twice.
It's awesome. That super male, huh? I know.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. It's great.
Yeah, I'm so in love with the tank. It's just great. It's a great hobby, and appreciate all you guys, coming on board. I know this is late, but I wanted to announce it the moment it happened. go get your Apex gear, your Neptune gear while you can. We've got these deals. Now, the last thing I'm going to tell you guys is, let's see here. Robert, I'm going to let you go, man. I'm going to hang up with you.
Okay.
And
Good luck,
have a great
Terrence.
Thanksgiving.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks
Everybody
for coming
have a good
by.
time.
And we'll do this again sometime soon.
All right, man. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, so we're going to close this down in a second here, but I wanted to give you the email address. So to get the goodies from me, if you do order something online from one of the online vendors, any of the online vendors is fine. It doesn't matter to me. They all have 10% off. If you want to get some freebies, the first 10 people to send me your confirmation email of your order, okay, I will send you out some Neptune swag, certainly a t-shirt. Maybe one of these lucky people will get one of our hats. So if you haven't seen, we do have cool Control Freak t-shirts that we're going to give. I'll answer a couple more questions, then we're going to close it down. But the email address is on the screen there. Let's talk Reef at neptunesystems.com. Go ahead and send it there. I will pick a winner for this stream also out of the comments. And depending on how many people I get on there, I'll ramp up the whatever that prize is going to be. So send those order confirmations to me. The first 10 that get in, I'll send you some Neptune Systems swag. Definitely really cool. I've got, I think, one more question here that was interesting. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Thank you. Thank you to everybody. Mark is asking for what time is the next stream. Next stream is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to try to do it probably in the morning, probably somewhere around 10 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. I don't know that for sure, so make sure that you basically are set up to get all the notifications. But for sure on Friday is the one you're definitely not going to want to miss. We're going to have Paul here at my house. We're going to do some fun stuff with the Apex. I know he's got some really cool things to show you guys with the dose that we're going to be doing. And the two of us will kibitz here in front of the tank. And that'll be definitely one you want to see. It's 10 a.m. on Friday, Pacific Standard Time. And then we will be going live on Saturday at a local fish store in Pennsylvania. So we're going to be talking more about that in the next live stream where that's going to be. You'll be able to see that. They'll be doing some giveaways there at that store as well. And then Sunday we're going to be doing a live stream at Neptune Aquatics in San Jose. So fun stuff here. Go get your products while they still have them in the stores. Don't wait. Get the approval from that significant other and check out, because when they're gone, a lot of these products. And Black Friday will be over. So thanks for coming, guys. Really appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your families. Enjoy those fish like I do. And thank you for joining me tonight. And see you next time on Let's Talk Reef.